Welcome back, coaches, to La Vida Fútbol. My name is Luis Laureano, and I am a UEFA B licensed coach from California. I currently live and coach in Germany. So today what we're going to talk about is some basic 1 versus 1 tactic. So this is something that coaches can coach their players. And this is definitely a type of tactic that I would recommend for youth coaches. And if you are a player watching this, then the ideas and the tactical moves that you guys learn here are things that you guys can definitely implement. When you're out playing with your friends or just kind of scrimmaging, or if you find yourself in a 1 versus 1 situation. So I hope this video helps. Let's get started. Okay, so we are working on a 1 versus 1 situation. So if we take a look at the tactic board here, I definitely already organized it in the way that I would recommend for coaches to organize it so that their players can be successful. So here we have a bit of an angle, kind of going towards the goal. So which is something that's important right now is that that we find ourselves in a situation where the player goes towards goal. In a 1 versus 1 situation, we want to try to use that situation to our advantage. The defender is at a disadvantage right now because they are isolated, right? In an isolated situation, this player is going to want to either move you towards the outside or kind of just hold you back so that the defenders can return and that this player can again recover and outnumbering situation. Okay, but as an attacker, we want to go towards goal, right? That's the direction that we want to go at. That's the direction because that's where the goal is and that's where we want to go. In this situation, we want to be aggressive. We want to be hungry for that goal. Okay, so if you take a look here, I kind of put everything on the side, kind of angled. And that's because we actually want to start our run, if we are farther back, a little bit angled so that the defender moves in our direction, so that when we attack, we get the defender to open up space on this side, right? So if we manage to go into that direction, now we have the goal essentially right in front of us, okay? Which is something that we want. We want the goal to be to our advantage. Okay, so for coaches, if you're working on 1 versus 1, then you can definitely try to start from different locations. So if you start from the middle, right, like I said earlier, that's not necessarily the place you want to be, because when you go on the 1 versus 1, you move away from goal, right? So now this is a place where we can coach our players if they find themselves in the middle, so that they start moving out, so that when they do their move to get around the defender, it is again towards goal, and so that we try to be at an angle where we can decide where to shoot once we get in front of goal with the goalkeeper. But if the defender tries to hold us back, right, so they instead of pressuring us directly to try to win the ball back, if they try to kind of like slowly step back, then we can also use that time and that space to move at an angle, and then we can get that defender to move and open up the space that we're looking for, right? So let's definitely try to take advantage of that as well if we start from the center, if they step back. Okay, but you might have some defenders that just are aggressive and they go after you right away. And the reason that they might do that is because maybe they see that the help is coming, and they will be soon to be there and help them to create an outnumbered situation on the attacker. Okay, so again, the coaching point for you guys is to try to get the defender to go out and create space in the center, and have the attacker be aggressive. That's another thing that we definitely want to encourage in a 1-versus-1 situation when we are attacking, right? So for attackers to be aggressive. Number 2, to try to get at an angle so that when we do our move and we get past the defender, we are going towards goal. And number 3 is if we're in the center, then we try to open up, get the defender to commit to the side, which opens up the space again, and then we try to take advantage by going at an aggressive tempo towards goal. And then if we are in the middle and then the defender steps back, then we can again open up to the side, try to get that defender to commit, and then we go. Yeah, so a lot of the times it might be difficult to get into the inside of the defender, because obviously that's the space that they're trying to cover. That's the space that they're trying to prevent you from going. So now if you notice that the defender is too much on the inside because they're really trying to push it to the outside, we as an attacker should be able to identify that as well. And as coaches, we should also teach our players that, okay, just because we want to be in the middle doesn't mean that we have to force our way into the middle, because we also have to kind of read the game as it is. And if the defender steps up way too high, then that's another cue for our players to kind of go in the direction of the goal. But this would be more of a angled run versus a direct straight run, just because if we go straight, then the distance between the ball and the defender is a little bit less. So let's try to open up and then go towards goal. But again, that is if the defender steps towards the inside too much or too high and opens up the space for us. So those are just some cues that we want to try to get our players aware of and to become aware of, and things that we want to encourage. Okay, so that is some basic 1-versus-1 tactical ideas. I hope this helps. If you are new to the channel, this is a coaching community where we try to share ideas and kind of build and progress as a community. So if you guys have any comments in regards to my tactical ideas here, then comment that in the comment section below. If you guys would like to see me make a video with a different tactical setup, then comment that in the comment section below as well. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time.